Well, it's been a while since...
It's been a while.
You know, it actually felt like a bit of a time. But I want to watch some Arnold. You want to watch some Arnold?
Well, I mean, it depends. That's a wide category, right? That's like, hey, do you want to do something tonight?
Early Arnold, some classic. Turn your mind off. Just have fun.
You know, that's typically not my area.
Screw you. Let's watch Commando.
You're not even gonna ask me if I've seen it. You know, I haven't seen it. Something struck me today. You know how it's that time of year where maybe we've already talked about this on the show. If we have, if I'm rehashing something from like 3 weeks ago, then screw you, I'm going to do it anyways. You know how right now we're in the time of season where everyone gets sick, right? It's warm days, cold days, warm days, cold days, people get sick. And everyone goes, yeah, it's cold season, right?
Sure.
Yeah, got that spring cold. I was thinking about it today. There doesn't, what the hell is cold season? Because everyone at this point, yourself included, has said, oh yeah, I got one of those spring colds. Oh yeah, just got a bad summer cold. Oh yeah, it's the fall. Got that fall cold. Now my winter cold. So
every season is cold season.
People get sick, but what I don't understand is why prior to telling someone that you're sick with the cold, we also feel the need to delineate what season it is. Just in case you forgot, it's the fall. Also, don't get too close to me. I have a cold. From
now on, whenever we're sick,
yeah,
or we have a cold,
got that March cold.
You do whatever the opposite season. Summer. If it's the middle of summer, be like, yeah, I got that winter cold.
I got a winter cold right now.
Winter cold right now.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's spring, but I got that fall cold.
By the way, I don't. I'm not sick. I just.
Neither am I.
You know, that's yeah. Hello and welcome to the Movie Men Podcast.
We're the B team.
We are the B team.
We are the B team.
What the hell was that?
I have no idea. I'm never good at it.
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
Makes sense.
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
I need to get an Arnold.
You got to get just the Arnold.
Yeah, so we're here talking Commando, but I want to tell you right now, you're going to want to stick around. So by the time this episode comes out, it will have been a few weeks since this announcement has been made. But at the time we're recording, just yesterday, the MCU dropped the stupidest live event that they've ever dropped ever in the history of any live event ever. But during that live event, they announced a bunch of actors who are going to appear in presumably the main cast of Avengers Doomsday in a little now in production kind of announcement. So we're going to go through the list of who's been announced. We're also going to go through the list of some of the people who didn't show up on that list and what that may or may not mean. But that's going to happen at the end of this episode, so either ignore all this and skip through to the end, or hang out and listen to how Carl has once again chosen a movie with a bunch of boobs in it. Because
one set of boobs is not a bunch.
Were okay.
You got pretty low standards.
They were of all of the boobs you've had me look at, these were on the more voluptuous side. So I could a bunch. If you woke up tomorrow, morning, listen,
I don't know
hang
if
on,
that's
hang on.
true.
If you woke up tomorrow morning and you looked in the mirror and in some weird, like witchcrafty, Freaky Friday bullshit, you had a set of double D's, you would call me you would consider that, compared to what you had the night before going to bed, you would now have a bunch of boobs.
From the stuff that I've made you watch,
Yes.
where there happen to be boobs.
This is not
I'm
the first
sure there were
Arnold
bigger.
film.
I'm sure there were bigger boobs. I
Maybe.
mean,
We
all
need a
the
second.
boobs, all the boobs that were in Conan. I'm sure there was a set bigger than what was in this.
Are you implying we need a separate spreadsheet?
a boob spreadsheet?
No, we're not doing that. So, Commando.
Commando. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Before we do initial impressions, I just want to tell you right now, I knew this movie existed. Outside of that, I had no idea. Like, I think I knew the image, right? I knew him with the.
Well, you owned the
paint.
DVD, but you'd never seen it.
There was a couple years ago, every so often you'll get lucky at a Value Village.
Yeah.
Not in the, like, you know, I went to Value Village, I got lucky.
I went to Valley Village. Guess what happened in the change room?
Yeah. No. No, but you'll be looking at the DVDs and Blu-rays section or video games or whatever, which is an ever shrinking, pathetic little shelf.
Yeah.
But you'll find, same with, so we have a giant tiger in town and they don't do it anymore, but the giant tigers used to have, for those that don't know, if you're not Canadian, you know, blah, blah, blah. Giant tiger is like I don't even know what you'd call it. It's like
a low-end Target.
Really, yeah, but like tiny. Yeah. Like tiny Target.
I'm sure there's bigger ones in Canada, bigger than what we have in Hanover, but
yeah, there are bigger ones, but even the biggest ones are smaller than the smallest Targets.
Yeah.
But Giant Tiger used to have they would sell DVDs that had prior been for rental. So they've been rented out a shit ton of times, and now you could go in and for $5.99 you could buy a Blu-ray of, you know, whatever. And so, anyways, but between there and Value Village, I think this one was from Value Village, and it's a DVD set of 3
early Arnold
films. I couldn't have paid more than $3.99 for it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bought it. And so that's why I was like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, for $3. It, at the very least, looks good on the shelf. Mm-hmm. Even though I never watched them. Yeah. Looks good on the shelf. But I had no idea really much anything about this film. I didn't really, I had no synopsis in my head for what it was, you know, for what it was about. I had no idea. I think if I were pushed into a corner, I wouldn't have guessed, you know, some of the plot points of this film. But the general, like, if you had asked me to draw a sketch of what this film felt like, if you were to ask me to describe the vibe of this film going into it, I don't think I would have been far off. Anyways.
Probably not.
Initial impressions.
All right. So, Commando. One of Arnold's very earliest films. This, just for kind of reference for the listener.
Post-Conan, right?
Conan's his first kind of official speaking role.
Right.
He does Hercules of New York prior to that, but he gets...
I'm sorry. I don't know how... The only way...
He doesn't have a speaking role in that because they dub over him.
The only way that you have a successful career after being in a film called Hercules of New York is by being that big of a niche, which is just super jacked.
Well, at that time, that was the thing.
That's his only pull.
That's the shtick.
Because especially, like, even in this film, he can't act. He's not
No.
an actor. He doesn't have any
Not
acting
yet.
talent.
No. I said in our Conan film, like, there are glimpses of something.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, I could work with this.
There's a line delivery that works here. There's moments. I will say in this one, there are no moments.
No, he's really not good.
This comes 1 year right after he does Terminator, and to finish my initial impression, a lot of it feels still like he's Terminator. He hasn't broke out of that for some reason. But yeah, hang on, I got his filmography up here. So yeah, he does Conan in 82. No, sorry, that's Barb. Conan in 82, and then he does another Conan in 84, followed shortly after in 84 by the Terminator, and then in 85 he does Commando and Red Sonja,
which is wild. Again, the only reason he got Terminator was because of his look.
Oh, definitely, yeah. He looked like something otherworldly.
Wild.
Yeah. So he does 3 Conan movies and Terminator as his first official kind of acting roles before this film.
And then crazy, like, that, like, before, because arguably, like, when T2 comes out, that's his biggest, most successful film to date.
Yeah, but that doesn't come for quite a while. Doesn't come till 91.
And it's wild that before that, he gets Total Recall and Kindergarten Cop. Like, and Twins. He gets Twins in 88.
And he gets Twins probably because of Red Heat. Well, actually, no, they're the same year, so
I don't think I've ever even heard of Red Heat.
Red Heat, he's paired up with another comedian.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that John Belushi?
Yeah, I think
no, Jim Belushi.
Jim.
His weird brother.
Yeah, but he does a few more action films: Predator, Running Man,
and does some comedies.
Raw Deal, which comes out a year after Commando. I would say Raw Deal is very much in the vein of Commando in terms of like where it sits in his acting zeitgeist, in terms of how good he is and what the quality of the film is. Has one of my favorite Arnold one-liners in it, though.
Okay.
Like, and it's like we're right in the first like 5-10 minutes of the film, and I'll spoil it. I don't care. But he gets a cake thrown at him, and he goes, "You shouldn't drink and beg." It's hilarious. It's great. Yeah. Anyway. It's my favorite Arnold one. That should be the button on the pad. You shouldn't drink and bake. Anyway, first impression, Brady.
Oh God.
It kind of sets up the tone for Raw Deal.
I mean, this film sets for itself an extremely low bar, and it hits it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It isn't trying to win any Oscars. It's not trying to be heartwarming or deep or thought-provoking.
No.
It's just action and explosions.
It's classic 80s, early 90s action film cinema.
This is 1980s dad fodder.
It's a simple storyline with a simple hook to get the protagonist moving, and then it's just rule of cool for the rest of the film.
Yeah, but
what is the coolest possible way for him to catch up to these guys with a broken Jeep?
Right.
What is the coolest way for him to get out of this flying plane?
Do you know what I mean by dad fodder, though? Like, it's the type of thing that, like, dads... It's the type of thing that if you grew up in the 90s, then by the time you were 8, your dad tried to show you this movie, or it was on TV one Sunday afternoon, and your dad was watching it, and you were 8.
He let you
didn't
watch
care.
it with you.
You didn't care. You were 8. Yeah, I liked it more than I thought I would.
Yeah. If you take it for what it is, you can enjoy it.
I had fun with it. There are some big plot holes.
Oh, yeah.
There are some things that are set up as important things and then just dropped entirely, and we never revisit them. And those are all things we can get into. But all in all, if you turn your brain off and just watch, in that category, in the neighborhood that this film lives in, there are far worse films. There are far worse 80s action films. Most of Bruce Campbell's library comes to mind. But yeah, so there are worse films in this category.
Better films.
There are better films in this category. But I mean, it's
like Arnold's got better films in this category. This, like I said, this is not as
sure.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You ready to rate this thing?
I mean, not without shitting on it.
Let's do highlights first, because
okay.
they're gonna probably be
and on a low note,
far between. Though the low note's gonna be fun for this kind of flick, I think, to talk about. Because crapping on this kind of a film. The thing about these kind of older 80s action flicks, especially when they're kind of like meh, like this one, the meh, the parts that make it meh, the parts that we're gonna crap on, are also sometimes the things that make it just turn your brain off, have fun with it. So,
yeah,
I would say minus probably plot point stuff, but
yeah, I mean, you sort of have to, right? Like that.
Well, like you pointed out early in the film, like he jumps out of an airplane into 2 feet of water and
he drops
6 foot
like
tall grass,
50 feet.
Yeah, and going 100+ kilometers an hour.
They do.
And he like as soon as he hits it, you see him get up. Like Arnold probably did his own stunt there because it wasn't that big of a drop in reality. So, but like as soon as he hits, he's like up and moving.
Yeah, they do 110 kilometers an hour into a lamppost with no seatbelts, no airbags.
Yeah.
And
are you okay?
And not so much as a scrape to them.
Yeah.
You have to pull your microphone a little closer to you now that you've karate chopped it away from your face.
Okay.
Man. But the highlights. It's funny at times.
Yeah, it's got some moments.
But it's funny. I mean, here's the thing. It's funny. But I think I'm like a lot of the time I'm laughing at it, not with it.
Yeah.
Right? So there's moments that are funny.
Like I'm laughing at all the one-liners, not because the one-liners are funny,
right?
But because the way they hit and they deliver. It's not like I'll be back,
which he does say in this. Which
is hilarious. But like from the original Terminator, when he says "I'll be back," it's not meant to be delivered as a one-liner.
No.
Right? It's like it's a serious line. It just kind of became a one-liner.
Did you know also that like that
it was improvised?
No, it wasn't.
He improvised it, I'm pretty sure.
No. So the story behind that was James Cameron wanted him to say "I'll be back." But he struggled with it because of his Austrian accent, right? He struggled with the I'll. And he argued with James, and he said, it doesn't feel very robot, like I'm a robot. it would be better if I said, I will be back. And James was like, let's try it my way. So yeah, he wanted to change it just because he had a hard time pronouncing I'll be back. But yeah, so there's two types of funny moments in this movie. There are moments that are meant to be funny, like the one-liners.
Yeah.
Which aren't funny, but you laugh at them because they're so bad.
Yeah. And like I think this is an interesting movie because if you look at Arnold's kind of lineup that we kind of went through real quick at the beginning of the show.
Right.
The Conan movies don't really have one-liners in them. Like not like that, I don't think. I'm trying to remember.
I just remember the orgy scene.
I'm trying to remember them, and I'm pretty sure they don't.
Right.
And this comes off the heel. This movie comes. I don't want to go back and double check. We do have a Conan movie we haven't watched that I have that we could watch, and that would solidify some information there on this frame. Maybe we'll do that.
I don't. You've lost me here. You're kind of you're half saying what you're thinking.
Yeah,
and everyone's confused.
In the vein of Arnold giving one-liners.
Okay.
I almost feel like this is the movie that kind of sets him off in the trajectory of like the one-liner king after killing somebody. Because Stallone doesn't really do it in his films. And him and Stallone are really kind of like the big action stars of this brand. There are other ones out there that
I don't know. You've never shown me Rambo.
You've never seen Rambo?
It's
on my
Rambo
list.
1, 2, Rambo 1, 2, and 3 are on your list.
We are totally going down an action movie.
Oh God.
Thing now. Oh man.
You know, there are looking at your list. There are. You know what? Rambo 1 deserves that's worthy.
Oh, that's definitely
I think that's
worth a watch.
That's smart for. I would recommend that. Dancing with Wolves is probably a good.
That's not an action film.
No, but it's like a clickbaity, like people would.
You're just thinking for the podcast?
Yeah, no one's listening to a Rambo 3 episode, right? But that, maybe Breakpoint, definitely Never Ending Story.
I've looking over the list, Never Ending Story's like been up there. One of the films, Big
Lebowski.
The film I wanted to watch tonight would have been kind of in terms of like what the pod would help podcast number views or whatever. The film I had in mind tonight was kind of in that vein.
Are you going to tell me what it was?
Of course, your internet sucks. No.
We are having internet issues. Yes.
It's actually a film I've watched recently. It's not on my list. It's a film I've watched recently. New. And I was kind of hoping that you hadn't watched it, and then I had a backup that was on Netflix that is on the list.
Okay. But yeah, the ones on your list that I think would be good: Total Recall, Rambo, Blade Runner.
That's a good one. I like Blade Runner.
Caddyshack.
Blade Runner is a little more in this vein than kind of a top tier Arnold film, but
Never Ending Story.
Yeah.
Anyway. So the things we like.
Was it?
So the other.
You never let me finish my thought.
Because you didn't let me finish mine.
What was your thought?
Listen, when somebody says there are two types of funny moments in this film, they say one and then you take the conversation somewhere else. There's a good chance they were also going to tell you the other one.
Okay.
So the one is the moments that are
point.
meant to be funny, like
Right.
the one-liners,
Like the one-liners.
that aren't funny, but you laugh at them anyways because they're so damn bad. The other are the moments that aren't meant to be funny. Like they're meant to be serious action moments,
Right.
or moments that make Arnold look cool,
Right.
or tough or badass, but they're also just so bad
They come off corny.
that
Yeah.
those make it funny too. So I don't think I think this is a really funny movie. I wouldn't in the slightest categorize it as a comedy.
It's not satire.
No, it's not meant to be funny. There's a couple, like the one-liners are meant to maybe, but even the one-liners they're not played for laughs. They're played for like badassdom.
And I would imagine in the time it was made and recently released, like people would have viewed this as this is a fun flick. Like, I don't know what we could. I was gonna say we could Rotten Tomatoes it, but even Rotten Tomatoes.
I have Rotten Tomatoes pulled up.
I was gonna say Rotten Tomatoes would skew that viewpoint. I think because you'll have more recent people viewing it.
It'll be
adding to those scores
from like the year 2000 and on.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say that Rotten Tomatoes.
You can't time capsule it. I would say the best way to get kind of that, at least kind of professional critic view, would be to like Google it to see what like Roger Ebert gave it back in the day when they had their show.
What I can say here is Commando was a box office success, grossing over $57.5 million against a $9 million budget.
There you go.
The film debuted at number 1 on the weekend of October 4th to 6th, 1985. Spent 3 consecutive weeks at the top position.
Yeah. There you go.
And
my theory checks out.
D.J.R. Bruckner of the New York Times wrote that 2/3 of this 90-minute film is mayhem, unrivaled by humor and untouched by humanity, and suggested that if sequels were to be made, more clever writers and subtler directors will have to be found. Even a cinematic comic book needs more artful care than this one was given.
Right. So this feels like critics was panning. Panning is bad, right?
Yes.
Critics panned it, but the audience loved it.
A sequel was planned for 1987, and a script that included Schwarzenegger, Chong, and Milano was written, but Schwarzenegger declined. Original scriptwriter DeSouza has debunked a rumor this script, when the project did not go ahead, morphed into the Die Hard script. In 2010, Fox announced a remake with David Ayer at the helm, but nothing came out of it. In 2021, a sequel named Commando Retribution was rumored with Schwarzenegger and Chong both returning. But obviously
nothing happened.
I mean, 2021, it's not out of the question that that's still in the works.
It's not out of the question. I feel like Arnold probably views himself as a little more artsy than he did back in the early 80s, and probably wouldn't go back to something like back to that.
Right, which is why he's playing the president in Kung Fury 2.
Exactly. Kung Fury. Oh, man, have you seen Kung Fury?
No.
Oh, now that's a B movie, man. Oh, it's so good.
Is that the soccer one? What's the karate soccer movie?
That's Shaolin Soccer.
Oh, okay.
No, Kung Fury is if I remember right, it was a Kickstarter project.
Oh God.
that did extremely well, and it's got like it's actually filmed to look like an 80s B movie. It does a really good job, or bad, depending how you look at it. Like, it plays into the B movie tropes.
The three top billed names for Kung Fury 2 are Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Let me see.
Michael
I gotta double check Kung Fury. Make
Fassbender.
sure I'm talking about the right film. Michael Fassbender. They got big names.
With no real connection to the short movie other than the lead character. Directed by David Sandberg.
Yes, this is...
Yeah. So Kung Fury 2 is Arnold Schwarzenegger, Michael Fassbender, and David Hasselhoff.
Oh, man.
Playing Hoff 9000.
So you have no idea what Kung Fury is.
Not a clue.
So I just Googled it.
We gotta talk about Commando.
No, you gotta talk
about Commando.
No, you gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. This is just like the Google overview. It's one sentence, right? This is the overview of what Kung Fury is. I'm gonna do it in like that voiceover voice as best I can. In 1984, the toughest martial artist cop in Miami goes
hang on.
back in time.
I can do the voice
to
better. Let
kill
me read it.
Adolf Hitler. and that's
In 1985, the toughest. I just sound like Ghostface from the. Hi, Cindy.
But oh man, like so that's the star. But,
What's your favorite scary movie?
his-
Okay, Commando. We got to talk about Commando.
Go back.
Have we said all the good things? We haven't. I mean, we haven't really.
Fury's so much fun.
We haven't really said many good things about Commando.
Okay.
But I'm also wondering if
I want to
we've
do the
said
punt. I want
every-
to talk about the witty one-liners thing. Real
Okay.
quick. Go back to that real quick. So I feel like this is the film that
This is where it
sets
what
off
birthed it.
Arnold into that kind of, because he's kind of known as like the king of the one-liners in action films a little bit. Like when you think of an action film and an actor giving one-liners, he's the first
Get down,
one.
get to
Yeah.
the chopper.
Yeah, he's the first one you think of.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
Yeah. So
It's not the Duma.
I feel like this is
Put the
where
cookie
this is where
down.
it sets it off. Like the Terminator line, "I'll be back." So who the directors or the writers or whoever came up with all the one lines in this film saw that as like, oh man,
This is our guy.
people loved this.
Yeah.
This "I'll be back" thing. Let's lean into it. Every time he kills one of the main dudes, he can say something cool. Let off some steam. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
So bad, man. It's so bad.
Oh, so much fun.
So here's a question I have. What are we assuming John Matrix,
Yes.
who is
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, is he's what? He's
He's ex-military.
Right.
They don't tell us.
probably
if
not a
he's-
Marine. He'd be
He's obviously some sort of special forces.
right.
That's
okay.
that's the most we get. We don't get any official title for
His main
role.
adversary, the guy that is most likely to pose a threat to him, and the one that he has the big final showdown with,
Bennett.
left the military and went and bought a Twinkie factory. Like what? He's just this like weird, sad, fat guy. And I'm just like, he doesn't wearing a mesh shirt. And you're like,
And fingerless gloves.
and fingerless gloves. So that,
chains. A few chains.
like, I struggled to take him seriously at all, especially in the moment when, like, at the end of the film during the showdown where Arnold, like, successfully gets him to put the gun down and fight him like a man.
He's not even built like Arnold.
No, he's got
is.
no muscle.
No.
He's just
Like-
flab.
So, one of the cool things about this film is a bunch of these actors end up playing co-stars along Arnold Schwarzenegger again in other action films. Most notably, I would say, is Bill Duke plays a character in Predator. And Bill Duke is like, I think Bill Duke would have been the better adversary in terms of just visuals and his acting
Sure.
to Arnold's character.
I mean, you could have had Ed Harris. You could have had anyone.
I was just talking about within this film itself,
Sure.
but yeah.
That seemed weird to me. The major plot hole, the thing that doesn't make any sense, and the thing that we keep harking back to and making it's like they wrote it wrong without realizing they wrote it wrong and then abandoned it instead of fixing it. They're just like partway through, they're like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. So let's just stop mentioning it and then not address it again. Arnold asks the stewardess, "Excuse me, how long is this flight?" And she says, "Oh, we'll be in the air for exactly 11 hours. Thank you. Could I have some peanuts?" And so he sets
Blanket and a pillow.
So he sets an 11-hour timer on his watch
After he jumps out of the plane.
after he jumps out of the plane, as the plane takes off, because they're going to be in the air for 11 hours.
Yeah.
And he keeps talking about how he has 11 hours to complete this mission.
Right.
And so, presumably not because he has 11 hours to kill the president, but because when the plane lands and he's not on it, they'll know the jig is up.
Yeah. I'll kill his daughter.
But, and that all makes sense to me. But it's like at some point they forgot that that's what was happening, because either right before or right after we see the plane land, Arnold checks his watch and he's down to just under 3 hours.
When the plane lands?
Yes. And so he's like, I've got 3 hours. And he's like going into his big final showdown. He's all friggin', he's camoed his chest just in case he's got to take this vest off and do the big final action scene shirtless.
Obviously.
I'm not even going to get into, I don't know who on the beach. Apparently there was some passerby that he handed the little camo makeup stick to, and excuse me, could you get my back?
Wait, did he have it on his back? I didn't pay attention.
I can't quite reach the upper. I want the lines to be parallel, right? So whatever.
Needs to break up my silhouette.
Yeah. Please don't mess up the spray tan. He's so heavily spray tanned in this. But yeah, so it was just either they had a really great backwind and they landed 3 hours ahead of schedule, or there was a huge screw up in the writing or the directing, the making of this film, because at some point it stops being how long the plane's going to be in the air, and it just starts being how long he's got left to complete the mission. But then there's also never, like, past that point, like, it would have been great to see, he gets his daughter, they get outside, they meet the other general, not a chance, or whatever he says, right? That's it, I'm done, I'm not coming back. And then beep, 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 beep. And he looks down and it is just turns. That would have been sick. Right. That would have been a great touch. But it's like it's a big deal that he's got 11 hours and he keeps checking his watch. And then he checks his watch and it's like 2.5 hours or however long he's got left, a couple of hours left. And then we never return to that. And the plane
once crap starts hitting the fan, he doesn't care about what his watch says.
And the plane lands well before it's supposed to. Right? Like there was some stuff there. I've got one other complaint. Literally one other complaint. Sure. I mean, aside from all the obvious, which is like Arnold should have died 17 times over in this film.
Oh my goodness.
Just from
so many times.
The things that happen.
Being outnumbered, standing on top of grenades.
I just like
jumping out of airplanes.
And the
crashing cars.
The ridiculousness of like ripping a bolted down seat out of a car for no reason.
Well, just the absurdity of his strength in this.
Taking a car that's on its side and flipping it back up again. Holding a guy off a cliff. Holding a 170-pound man off a cliff.
I honestly think he was actually doing that.
No, there's no way.
Oh, yeah. I think Arnold could do that. Not now, but...
You think he was actually doing that?
Yeah.
You think...
I think he had him by one hand and was holding... He's a scrawny little dude.
You think that they paid the guy he's holding $100 million so that if Arnold accidentally dropped him and he ended up in a
actually
coma,
holding him off over a cliff.
It doesn't matter. There's no way he's not on a wire. There's no way. even if Arnold could do it, there's no way. "No, I'll just do it." And the guy goes, "Yeah, that sounds fun. Sure." Right? There's no way. There's no way.
He's not actually holding him over a cliff. So he's not dropping, like, at most, he's dropping a few inches.
Onto his head. Onto his neck.
A few inches? With his hands dangling?
Yeah, there's not a chance. Not a chance. Anyways, the one other complaint that I had was it would have been nice, and I think, like, one or two little exposition lines that would have added a lot of depth to the film, would have given us some big, just not have grounded things for us necessarily, but would have made the film feel a little deeper. Where's the mom?
Good question.
Right? Like, just some sort of like, oh,
does he just have her for the weekend?
I still miss mommy.
Mom dead.
Yes, sweetheart, me too.
She on vacation.
Blah, blah, blah. Right? Yeah. Like, is she out?
She in the hospital.
Is she at a bachelorette party this weekend and she's going to get home? And so what were you guys up to this weekend? Nothing. We both got vanilla ice cream and then we tasted each other's. She put it on my face. I punched her. Right? Like, like,
oh my goodness.
But yeah, so just a little line about where, to establish that this is already a family. Maybe she walked out because she couldn't deal with his life, right?
Yep.
But just something that added a little more humanity to their situation would have been really nice.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, and they don't spend a lot of time on that narrative to begin with. Like, we get that 1 minute montage at the beginning.
Wouldn't it be nice?
After she sneaks up on him and he's cutting wood.
God damn it, Jenny, don't do that. I almost chopped your head off again.
But and then, like, choppers immediately show up. And she makes a little quip about if they have a warrant.
Right.
And people start dying. Like, so they don't spend a lot of time going, what is his motivation?
And the only reason that Arnold and Jenny, his daughter.
His motivation is daughter.
The only reason that Arnold and his daughter don't die is because Arnold smelt them coming.
He smelt them coming. Remember,
you're downwind.
Remember to stay down. The downwind. Remember. What, you gonna smell him? I did.
So the Rotten Tomatoes for this film
so
is 68 critic score and 68 audience score.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, it's even. That's wild.
Yeah. 37 critic reviews, over 100,000 audience reviews.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
You're gonna.
It's such a bad fun film.
I mean that.
Bad. I think bad is harsh. It's such a not great fun film.
I think bad fun film that's a good tagline for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
All right.
do it. Okay.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rank Commando?
I'm going to give it a solid 5.5. It is a lot of fun, but you don't need to watch this film. If you end up watching it, you probably find something fun in it, but it's not like mandatory must-watch material.
A 5.5,
Yeah.
which, and we are
just above average.
We're like 3 weeks away from starting a new score list.
Because
it will have been a year.
We're over a year.
No.
Because I checked. Because you can check the history of when it was made, It was made in January, that spreadsheet.
Right. To list all the films, but if you go back and you look at when Robin Hood Men in Tight or Prince of Thieves came out, it was in April. We were ruminating this for a couple of months before it actually happened. So yeah, we're a little bit out from
A full year.
But it takes your opinion of your films from a 7.2 down to a 7.1.
Yes. Tank that score.
So you gave it a 5.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you give it?
I think this will surprise you. I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Wow, really?
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It is exactly what it set out to be. And it, although not necessarily my cup of tea, this type of film, I liked this one better than most. It wasn't. It didn't go too heavy in the, like, what I really hate is like all the political setup and and I'm like, when I get halfway through the film and I'm like, I don't even understand what the motives are here.
Right.
I don't know. And there's a little bit of that because there's like, okay, this guy wants the president dead so that he can, but what about there was a revolution and there was like, what?
Get heavy into the narrative kind of
Yeah,
thing.
and I'm like, right.
Yeah.
The Mission Impossible films
Yeah.
can be really bad for that.
Yeah.
And some of the James Bond ones where you're like, I don't understand who anyone is.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
This one's not bad.
Yeah, they cut out all that let's build character crap.
Yeah.
And let's just do an hour and a half of
Fun.
a fun action film.
Yeah. So I give it a 6.5.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good reasoning too. I like that.
All right. The MCU.
MCU.
So we are, put your phone away. You don't need your phone for this.
I want to look at the cast list. I already know the cast list. I've looked at it already.
I know. I have something planned. Put your phone
Can
away.
I have that little picture of all the people up anyway, so I can know names and stuff? Because
Sure. Because you don't trust me to properly tell you.
The TV's not working yet.
I could turn the TV on. You want the TV
Is it plugged in?
Yeah. No, it's not. Okay, so basically, before we get into any of that, Marvel did the most idiotic. I don't know what kind of methamphetamines Kevin Feige's been smoking. They did a 6-hour
6 hour
live event.
That's insane.
It was a 6-hour cast announcing. Now there is
6 hours to announce the cast?
yes. Now there is a minute and 45-second version of this out now, where there's a bunch of director chairs and the camera starts on one chair and it kind of pans backwards and then you see all of the names revealed of who's going to be in this film. The live event version of this, you're not even making eye contact. You're staring at your phone. Look at me. The live event version of this was it fades in and there's one chair.
Right.
And it sits on that chair
Yeah.
for 14 minutes.
What?
And then some music starts playing and the camera pans back one chair and then it stops.
Is this the one with the TV in the background where...
No, it's just they're in like a warehouse. They're on like a sound stage.
Okay.
And it's a chair. And then and all the chairs are kind of side by side, but on like a 45-degree angle so that the camera can pick them up nice. And there you are, and there's the first name for 14 minutes. And then you hear some music swell.
Is anybody talking or is
No. And so then the camera moves back and it reveals the next name. And you can still see the first name on the chair. It's now a little bit out of focus because they've got like a high depth of field thing going.
Who directed this motion picture?
And then it stops for 14 minutes. And then music starts to swell. And then it moves back to the third chair and it stops for 4. And this goes on for 20. This goes on for 6 hours. It took 6 hours
of just looking at chairs
for
and
those
listening
morons
to music.
at Marvel to announce 20 names because each name was deserving of 14 friggin' minutes.
Yeah, that's a little absurd.
Anyways, let's talk about the names that were on those chairs.
The list.
So, in order of the way that they appear, in order of the way they were announced. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to go through the names. We're going to talk real quick about, whether that's a surprising name or if that makes total sense to us. And then once we're done that, we're going to talk about some of the names that aren't there and kind of do the same thing. So first up, we have Chris Hemsworth. Obviously, he plays Thor. He's returning as Thor. This shouldn't be surprising to anyone.
Right.
When last we saw Thor has a daughter now.
Yeah.
Right?
Hope?
Love.
Hope and love? Love and hope?
No, Hope is
Love to Hope?
Ant-Man's lady friend.
Right. Hope and Nine.
Next up, we have Vanessa Kirby, who is Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman.
Right.
Should not surprise
So, Fantastic Four.
It's Fantastic Four. Then we have Anthony Mackie. I mean, the man's Captain America. Like it or hate it, the man is Captain America.
I like him as Cap.
So that makes sense.
Brave New World needed work.
An interesting question can be asked of, is he the leader?
Question mark?
Is he going to lead? Or is Thor? Thor could lead the Avengers.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Next up, we have...
There are Mr. Fantastic.
Right. Next up, we have Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky Barnes.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Obviously.
Winter Soldier.
Yep.
White Wolf. Is that what they...
White Wolf is the Wakanda
the Wakanda name for him.
But I'm pretty sure he's going by just... We'll have to see if they give him a new name outside of Winter Soldier or Bucky Barnes, a new code name in
right.
Thunderbolts.
Next up, they announced Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri, or T'Challa's
the new Black Panther,
T'Challa's sister, and was Black Panther in Black Panther 2, a film that I really liked. I know a lot of people shit on Black Panther 2. I really like her I love her character. I think she's extremely charismatic. I think she's fun. I'm excited to have her in there. Next up, Paul Rudd.
Gotta have
as Ant-Man.
Yep, gotta have Ant-Man. He wrote a book.
Next up, the first one that surprises me a little bit, we have Wyatt Russell as John Walker or U.S. Agent. This is an Avengers film. We really need him. Do we need him in there?
Do you want Thunderbolts in there? I don't know.
I mean, we'll get into that in a minute because that's a whole other thing here. But yeah, so John Walker. I mean, you've got what's the?
I mean, we're getting into the names without revealing too much here. Looking at knowing the list, looking at the list, I could see how they can make it work.
Sure. Who's the what's her name? Val? Something Fontaine? Right? Like she's the one that's kind of recruiting them and is
She wasn't on this list.
No. Well, quit spoiling the list. See, this is why I didn't want you looking at the list.
I had already looked at the list.
I know, but but then you zoom in on the list and you're like, yeah, she's not on the list.
So
anyways, next up we have
the one that brought her up.
Tinoch. Well, no, but I'm saying what I'm saying is with the introduction of her and her reoccurring,
right.
And she's sort of with this like MCU Suicide Squad type thing. She's kind of like the Amanda Waller of the MCU.
But we don't know how that all shakes down.
No, but what I'm saying is that it makes sense to me a little bit that John Walker's there just because they're he hasn't been. He's. They're not setting him up as this one-off character that was in Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Right.
come and go kind of character. Like he
Yep.
he's a mainstay now. Then we have Tinoch. I'm going to butcher some of these names. Tinoch Hersha Medjai, the actor that played Namor, or
Okay.
Namor in...
That bothered me so much.
Why? Because it's probably actually like ethnically accurate, culturally accurate.
The creators never called him Namor.
Because the creators were a bunch of
I
white
don't
guys in the
care.
60s.
They are the ones that created him. They pronounce it Namor. It's friggin' Namor. That's like Taika Waititi butchering everybody's name
So
in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So from now on, you are only
it's
going...
not Ong,
So-
it's Aang.
so from-
because that's what he's called in the animated series.
So from now on, you are only going to pronounce it croissant?
Of course.
Uh-huh.
That's how I croissant it now.
Next up, we have Eben Moss-Bachrach, who is playing the Thing in Fantastic Four, so no surprises there.
Looking forward to that. I think he's going to kill it.
Next up, Simu Liu
Woo!
is coming back as Shang-Chi.
Got a little kung fu action.
That's exciting because we haven't seen him since
Where's he
since
been?
his film.
MIA?
Next up, we have Florence Pugh, obviously, who plays Yelena Belova, Natasha's sister,
Yeah.
other adopted-ish daughter
Our
of
new Black Widow. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this was when, as the chairs are backing up, I all of a sudden
Did you sit through all 6 hours?
No,
or
I
whatever
watched
it
like
was?
the minute and 45 one after it was all said and done. This is
You sat there for 28 minutes and you're like, screw this.
this was the name where my jaw hit the floor, and I was like,
Okay.
but not stupid shocking. Next up, we have Kelsey Grammer, who
Yeah.
played Beast in the Fox X-Men films, in the
And-
older Beast, because there was
Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult played the younger. But we did see him.
And cameo.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Yeah.
we did
Yeah,
see
I'm
him
setting you up.
in a post-credit scene for the Marvels.
Yeah.
So it kind of like Monica
In an alternate
Monica
timeline
Rambeau
or
is
world or
off
universe,
in another universe, right? That's what happens at the end of
Yeah.
the Marvel. Spoiler: I mean, Marvel's has been out for a few years now. So, and what we don't know is is that. At the time, we didn't know. Is that the is that the Fox
universe?
X-Men universe?
Question mark.
So I was shocked to see that. Next up, we have Lewis Pullman, who is Sentry.
Who we haven't seen yet.
We haven't seen yet.
He's in Thunderbolts.
Yeah. So, but
Are we supposed to pronounce it Thunderbolts or Thunderbolts
asterisks.
asterisks?
Next up, we have Danny Ramirez, who is he's the new Falcon from
Right.
whatever that film was called, Brave New World.
Brave New World.
Next up, Joseph Quinn, who's playing the Human Torch in
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Next up, David Harbour, who is Red Guardian. Then this one's a little surprising to me, but I mean, maybe not if Black Panther is also there. We have Winston Duke coming back as M'Baku.
M'Baku.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
I love his
His character's fun.
it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. From the first cuz he's not antagonistic, but like
In the first one, he's almost seems like a pseudo rival.
yes. Yeah.
Like you're not quite sure if he's trustworthy.
They're different
or
ideals.
if he's
different tribes.
Yeah. Different tribes, but same alignment, kind of. Yeah.
Next up, and I'm going to put an asterisk beside this one because this is the moment where we can talk Thunderbolts here. Next up, we have Hannah John Kamen, who played Ghost. officially confirming to us, I guess,
the whole Thunderbolt roster.
Aside from Taskmaster, that there are officially now 2 months before Thunderbolts comes out, there's no stakes because everyone lives. Everyone lives.
Right.
What? What a weird thing to announce 2 months before this film comes out. That Bucky and Yelena, everyone's pulling through. Don't worry about it. Maybe not Taskmaster.
Maybe not this film, though.
Wow, who knows?
I like having seen this list and seeing like, well, that's like I had kind of a similar thought to what you kind of alluded there. Like, it's a weird people to put in an Avengers team. But just sitting here kind of
a lot of the OG Avengers are gone.
Well, a lot of them are gone. But we have a bunch of new potential heroes that are obviously going to be, according to this list, be able to join the team.
Yep.
I would see the Thunderbolts as not being on the team, but maybe being the catalyst for Doom to be an adversary to call an Avengers team together.
Well, and
like,
that's interesting. I have a theory about this.
What if the Thunderbolts are tasked to go in, what's the military term for like without clearance or without like operational deniability?
Right.
Right. Like you get caught, you're on your own. Right.
So
to go in and like Latveria and screw with Latveria and Doom gets pissed off.
Right.
And now the Avengers have to.
So I have a different theory.
Answer the call.
I have a different theory, and we'll talk about it at the end because there's some important names we have to announce before I can give that theory. Next up, a true shock to me, but a pleasant surprise. Tom Hiddleston is coming back as Loki. Exciting for two reasons. One is because I didn't know that we were going to see Loki again. Right? Like, end of Loki season 2, he's kind of got it. Like,
he's a little busy.
It kind of seems like he may just sit in that chair and never get up again.
Yeah, he's a little busy.
But after 7 years, Marvel has officially confirmed that Loki and Thor will reunite, which is fun because we haven't seen. Obviously, Thor doesn't appear in the Loki series, and Loki wasn't in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Right.
So that's good to see. Next up, a shock, but I'm stoked. Patrick Stewart. I was surprised. I wasn't jaw on the floor surprised, but I was surprised.
I was surprised.
And I'm relieved.
Okay, I'll let you go and then I'll...
So I'm relieved because as much as I like, and I know I'm sort of in the minority here, as much as I liked Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness, that film did Professor X a disservice. He got done dirty the way he gets taken out. And I remember walking out of the theater thinking to myself, well, that was the last Patrick Stewart Professor X appearance, and he just got ripped apart, and so that sucks. So I'm stoked to have him back.
Right.
I'm guessing you're not.
Yeah, I'm a little. I seen the image and I was like, well, that's. I mean, you got two choices. That's a choice.
You would have gone with McAvoy.
I mean, they've obviously...
You have three choices.
Three choices?
Yes.
Who's the third?
Introduce the MCU's...
Oh, a brand new...
Yeah.
Right. So you got three choices, sure. But in terms of bringing somebody new back, they're obviously going with old school X-Men at this point. You know, they got the old... From who we've talked about, they're both classic original Fox.
Kelsey Grammer is
Kelsey Grammer, and you've got
and Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart's not young anymore.
No.
So on one hand,
I'm like in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like on one hand, I'm like, I mean, kind of like you, I want to see Professor Xavier like do something.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the other hand, he's in a hover chair.
If
he just sits there and puts his fingers to his temple.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do a lot.
if you were to ask someone what is, and I think sometimes fan service gets a bad rap, and it doesn't need to, because sometimes there's nothing wrong with fan service if it's done well.
Done well, yeah.
If you were to ask someone what is the bigger,
Member berries fresh off the tree.
more
are nice.
exciting-
Member berries off the ground are
Yeah.
no good.
what is the bigger, more exciting, more weighted fan service? And it's Patrick Stewart over McAvoy.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He like, if I had to pick one of the two in the prime, it's Stewart.
Yeah. Next up, this is when I didn't know if my jaw was ever going to come off the floor again. Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto. So we are going full OG X-Men
Yeah.
here. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen him in like 15, like Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Was the last time we saw him. Mm-hmm. Are you surprised to see?
I had the same feeling as Stewart.
Really?
It's like, he was really good, but he's really old. And this is a much more physical role potentially than playing Professor X.
Yeah, but again, all he has to do is stand there and wave his arms around and move some metal.
Yeah, but
Doesn't need to be a super physical role.
I always felt, as great an actor as he is, I always felt, even for the original, when the movies originally came out, I felt like Magneto, he made Magneto seem too old and fragile. Like he's
Well, he would have been though, right? This is because the movie took place.
and this is more like when I close my eyes and I picture Magneto, I picture comic book Magneto.
Right. But that's because the comic books take place in the 60s.
Well, no, even like
Or
present
70s.
These in present day comic books of Magneto, like.
Right, but how does that work timeline-wise?
No, the timeline is not what's important here. The visual of the silhouette of Magneto is striking, strong looking individual.
Right. Who is how old?
Well, he's definitely, I would say, past 50.
Right.
But I'm talking about like the silhouette of Magneto.
So then
is a strong looking individual.
So then again,
who commands leadership.
So again, then that's X-Men stories that are set in the 90s. Because I've heard you say, and I know, because this has been a sticking point for you, an integral. This is, I sort of agree. I don't necessarily agree. I'm quoting you here. Integral to Magneto's character is a young Jewish boy growing up in Nazi Germany.
Right.
And so in order for him to be anything other than a really old man, it has to be set 90s or earlier. Has to be.
Sure.
So that's all I'm saying, right?
Okay.
Is that like when
I see what you're saying
came out,
timeline wise now.
When
Yeah.
X-Men came out, it came out in the year 2000, and it was supposed to be set in the future from there.
Yeah.
Which means, you go 10 years in the future from there, and yeah, you've got a 70-year-old man.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's I don't have a problem with him playing him.
Well, that's good, because I don't think Marvel cares.
No, they don't care, obviously. Like you did a great job portraying Magneto, even in the classic X-Men films. It's an issue. It's just a visual issue that I've kind of grappled with. Or I'm like, he doesn't look like he's he has strength.
Right.
where you look at, and this is because it's a drawn comic book.
It's everyone looks buff in the comics.
Everybody except for the Blob
Yeah.
looks like they're working out 2 times
They're
a
the
day.
peak of human. Yeah.
Right? And I mean, as mutants, you can like hand wave some stuff, be like, oh, it's mutant physiology, maybe.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons like Wolverine is kind of hand waved to be so strong, is because his adamantium skeleton weighs so much. He's literally working out every step he takes.
Yeah.
But it's not a deal breaker thing for me. The big thing is like in the original X-Men movie, it was a small thing. And now we're 20 years later? It's got to be close to 20 years since
the original
X-Men.
25.
25.
It will have been
26.
26.
So 25 years ago, I was like, okay. Now, Serene McKellen, you're a lot older.
So if they start filming this movie this year, he's 85.
Yeah.
Which means he was only 60 when those other ones came out.
Yeah.
Right in that age of like, would have been a kid in the, okay, next up, another, like, they were just hitting me over the head here. And this is sort of a less exciting, it's a less big name, a less holy crap name than Magneto. But I was like, really? We have Alan Cumming returning as Nightcrawler.
I like this Nightcrawler best.
Me too.
Yeah.
But really?
Yeah,
Like,
Nightcrawler.
I'm just like, what? In the next Avengers film.
He's one of, if not my favorite comic book heroes.
What I love so much, say what you will about the MCU. What I love so much about them, what I think is the genius of Kevin Feige, is that now that they've acquired Fox, and they're in the middle, it's only doable. Everyone's like, oh, the stupid multiverse saga. Only doable because of the multiverse saga and the deals that they've worked out with Sony. They're like, hey, you know those
other films?
Daredevil films, the Blade films, the Fox films, those old Spider-Man films. You know those movies that we had nothing to do with? Yeah, they're MCU canon.
We don't have to build backstory for these characters.
They're part of the MCU.
It already exists.
It's so good. Next up, another shocking name to me, Rebecca Romijn, returning as Mystique.
Nice.
Like, what is this film? Oh my God. Carl keeps pantomiming something here. Next up,
It's your favorite actor.
the world's biggest wiener
Your favorite actor in the whole wide world.
is returning as Cyclops. I have two requests.
What?
For Cyclops returning
You got to give the name.
in this film. James Marsden.
Okay, there you go.
I did.
No, you just call him the world's biggest
Oh, okay.
wiener.
James Marsden. You can understand my confusion. James Marsden is returning as Cyclops. I have two requests.
Fire him.
One, I want to see this guy, now that Charles is so damn old, I want to see Cyclops leading the X-Men.
I would love to see Cyclops the way Cyclops is portrayed in the comics.
Well, you still have, unfortunately, like, okay, so what we don't know is if this is the X-Men from those films. We don't know if it's the same universe X-Men. If it is, then you do, like, you can have shown some character evolution. You can make him a little less of a dick, because even he's a friggin' dick, dink, loser, wiener in those films. So you can have some evolution there. You are still beholden to, like, you need to make it feel like it's that guy.
Yeah.
But So I want that.
Cyclops gets done dirty in everywhere but comic books.
So I want that. I want to see him leading the X-Men. The other thing I want is a callback to the first X-Men film where they're all in the stealth jet.
The black.
And they're wearing the black leather. And Wolverine says, "You guys actually go outside in these things?" And Cyclops says, "What would you prefer? Yellow spandex? I want to see Cyclops in the yellow and blue. I want to see him in yellow spandex."
And then play the same line. What would you prefer?
Black
leather?
See, that'd be great. Wow, though.
Yeah.
Like, this is... Okay, next up. Pretty surprising to me and also raises some questions. Channing Tatum is coming back as Gambit.
Why you make it?
Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they're gonna have to. He's gonna have to toll that.
Does he come with subtitles?
But
I can't remember if that was a joke, but it works.
So surprising to me because we didn't. I mean, when Deadpool ends, we're like, we don't know if we're gonna see this guy again, right? And like this is just kind of a hey, you always wanted to,
right?
You know, it kind of felt like the John Krasinski Mr. Fantastic thing.
But there was the deleted post credit. Was it deleted post credit that was released after the film came out?
Right, where he's alive.
Yeah, somebody comes and gets him, but we don't know who.
Question: if this is the Fox X-Men universe, X-Men,
okay,
is the MCU about to make Channing Tatum's Gambit canon to that universe?
Can't be.
Why?
Because the Wolverine movies are canon to it, and there's already a Gambit in it.
Yeah, but
and it's not Channing Tatum.
No, but so are the friggin' McAvoy films are canon to it, and that's not Patrick Stewart.
But the well,
you want to talk Sabretooth? Let's talk Sabretooth.
No, we're talking. Oh, Sabretooth is a different one,
right?
Yeah, that's a hard one to wrap your head around.
Right. You want to talk?
Okay.
You want to talk William Stryker? Let's talk William Stryker.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So it could be done.
There's some messiness there.
It could be done. I mean, it's the Fox X-Men films. Messiness is the understatement of...
Wow. Especially once they did Days of Future Past and really messed with things.
Next up, not surprising at all, Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic. And then finally, not surprising at all, Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom.
Right.
Here is my theory. It's not so much a theory as a general wondering questionment.
Right.
Obviously we don't have the answer to this.
Right. The image I'm looking at has 4 reported cast members, but not official cast
Let's see.
members.
Show me before you say them out loud.
You want to show you before I see them? Come on. You don't need to.
Bump. Bump. No, they weren't in the... In fact, I can tell you right now that that's inaccurate. So the list that you have there is what? Chris Evans, Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Holland,
and Haley Atwell.
Right, who is the new
Carter.
Hawkeye.
No, Peggy Carter.
Oh, right. Who am I thinking of? Haley Steinfeld. No, so I can tell you right now that that's inaccurate, specifically because Benedict Cumberbatch has said in an interview, he's like, I'm in Secret Wars, but Doctor Strange is not in Doomsday. He has said in an interview he won't be appearing in Doomsday.
Okay, that's fair, but also Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield said they weren't in Spider-Man, and they were.
Right, but they didn't do a massive casting announcement for those films.
No,
like a huge event where they give out
they do this massive casting announcement,
right?
They're gonna leave something back. They have to leave something back to let to surprise people when they sit down to watch the film.
Right. So then you hold back Magneto. You don't hold back Peggy Carter. No, you don't. That's not
Peggy Carter as a Captain America.
That's not a Captain Britain. That's not a wait and surprise everyone. Chris Evans would be. Spider-Man wouldn't be, because as we're about to get into, I think a lot of people would have expected to see Spider-Man's name on that list, so that's not a surprise. Chris Evans' name would be. Again, Doctor Strange is not that's not a name that you hold on to
no, but
make things juicy.
Like, you got a huge cast here already. This casting is big, right?
Yeah.
This is all official casting. Wow. Okay, good. This is like Deadpool, though. Like, remember when we were like,
well, it's no different.
Like, Deadpool is a lot of like theorizing and like hushed water cooler talk.
Yeah.
But that's what these four names are, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not, Peggy Carter's not shock value, sure.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that she won't make an appearance.
Sure. So let's go through. Oh, okay. So my potential theory.
Sure.
Let's say, like, obviously these X-Men are not, they may not be the Fox Universe X-Men, but they're not Earth 616 X-Men.
They're definitely other verse.
And it stands to reason that because it's Robert Downey Jr., that this Victor Von Doom is not Earth 616 Victor Von Doom.
There's a strong potential.
I think there's a strong potential.
If they do Doom and that we never see Doom's face, it could be Earth 616.
They won't.
There's the potential they could.
The Russo brothers have said in an interview that for story purposes and because of what happens to Tony in Endgame, it was important and crucial that Robert Downey Jr. plays. So no, they're 100% going to show his face. 100%.
That seems all like, I don't see how that's important, but okay.
Well, you don't have the script. You don't know what the story is. You don't know what they're going to do.
This is true. but the way you're repeating what they said makes it sound like there was no other way we could do it.
No.
There is no other way we could introduce Dr. Doom but to have
no.
That's what it sounds like.
What I'm saying is, with the story that they are going to tell, if Robert Downey Jr. didn't agree to come play Doom, they would have had to do a different story. They would have had to have done Victor differently. So it is...
So we have a Tony Stark Doom.
Well, we don't know that.
If you're... How is that not the case?
A million different ways. I haven't seen the script. I
don't
can't
have
comment.
a huge problem with a Tony Stark Doom. It's comic. There's comics that where Tony Stark was. There was a comic run where Tony Stark was Doom.
Right.
Fine. Fair. Make Tony Stark Doom. But even if it's not Tony Stark Doom, why do you need to show his face?
I don't know. I haven't. See, I can't defend it because I don't know what they're.
I know you can't defend
maybe
it.
It's
I'm
great.
just,
maybe it's dumb.
All I'm is throwing my issue out into the ether.
As for the 7th time, my theory is I'm having, and again, there are ways you could do this. I don't know what the plan is. It seems to me like a good way of, or possibly the only explanation I can think of right now, why suddenly all of these X-Men from this other universe are joining this fight with our Earth 616 heroes is because this is the Fox X-Men's universe Doom. Right? Because otherwise, I just don't know how they all get sucked in to this. Otherwise,
well,
I mean, and there's I'm not saying that's the only way, because obviously it's not.
If Secret War is in the pipeline, they get sucked in through Incursion.
Right.
which only kind of lends credence to having Benedict Cumberbatch as a
In Secret Wars.
in Secret Wars, but also potentially in this somewhere,
Maybe.
right? Like,
But we don't know. Like,
the only reason I'm saying that is because of the post-credit scene we got from the last Doctor Strange film,
where he's a Cyclops or a Triclops.
yeah, and he's going off to stop incursions with some lady he's never met before.
Quickly, I am going to run through a list of names here of people who you may have expected to see a name for on the back of a chair in this announcement. Maybe you didn't. I'm gonna say the name, who the actor is, who
Chairs
the character
didn't
is.
appear, but they've appeared in previous Marvel films.
They're notable MCU characters.
Right.
And you're gonna tell me if
MCU or Marvel?
No, just MCU.
Okay.
You're going to tell me if you're surprised that they're not there, if you're not surprised, and then why or why not.
There's probably a short list of not surprised.
A small list of not surprised?
Of
that
people
they're not
that I
there?
would have expected to be on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford as Red Hulk, Thaddeus Ross.
Yeah. I'm not surprised he wasn't there.
Tim Blake Nelson as the leader.
Not surprised.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Not surprised.
Really? No. Even though all the Thunderbolts are
No.
apparently in this.
No, because we haven't seen Thunderbolts.
Right.
And the Thunderbolts could end with the team breaking off away from her.
Sure. Olga Kurylenko as Taskmaster.
That's
one
a
I
little
would
surprising.
say
Not immediately surprised, but seeing everybody else,
Eyebrow raising.
and you go,
Potentially a spoiler for...
all the Thunderbolts are here except for her. She did?
Yeah.
She go rogue? Well, go on.
Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet Van Dyne.
Janet? No. Wait, Janet's the daughter, right?
No, the mother.
Yeah, not.
Michael Douglas as Hank Pym.
Not.
Martin Freeman as Everett K. Ross.
Everett?
Yeah, he's like the FBI guy.
Oh, yeah, no.
Kat Dennings as Darcy Lewis.
No.
Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts.
No.
John.
Well, that would be interesting for Pepper to run into
Right?
a Doom that looks like Tony Stark if they do a Stark Doom.
John Bernthal as the Punisher.
Not.
Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin.
Not.
Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
Not.
Any of the, just in one swooping thing here, any of the Eternals.
No.
I am a little bit, because with us now acknowledging the celestial floating in the ocean or sticking out of the ocean,
Right.
right? They have sort of like turned the heat on that kettle back on a little bit.
With Brave New World, yeah, they kind of approached that.
They're like, hey,
topic.
we haven't forgotten.
Yeah. But in the movie Celestials, the Celestials, at least the Celestials on Earth, because Thanos is technically a Celestial. They don't, outside of interacting with humans, pretending to be equals to humans.
Right.
They don't pretend. They hide themselves away.
Yeah.
Essentially. So, like.
But could show up in Secret War. Like, if they're going to show up somewhere.
No, because Thanos showed up, snapped, and that whole thing
That's
happened,
fair.
and they just sat on the sidelines.
Yeah. So they're kind of just useless characters moving forward.
Yeah.
Kit Harington as a Black Knight, who we saw set up at the end of Eternals.
No, just because there's been no development with him.
Okay, now we're getting into some of the more. I think we're approaching some more
interesting.
Might be
characters.
surprised. Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. No.
Really? King of Asgard.
She's busy being king. She she didn't leave Asgard to help Thor in the final fight.
She left to help the end of Endgame. She was a big part of Endgame.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tanoa Paris as Monica Rambeau, or Phase, whatever. What are they?
Monica Rambeau.
What's her name? The Captain Marvel's friend from. She's the one that gets sucked into the other.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's got powers now.
That one. Yeah, that one's eyebrow raising, I would say. Yeah.
Sam Jackson as Nick Fury.
Yeah.
That's
surprising.
like where's that?
Because he's still active, doing something.
Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, our new Hawkeye.
No.
Really? Even though at the end
we don't get any of the other young Avengers that have been alluded to in this list, so not seeing any of them, it'd be like if there were no Thunderbolts in this list, then I wouldn't be surprised if if Bucky Barnes wasn't on the list. If one of the Thunderbolts was on here, if Red Guardian was on here and none of the other Thunderbolts, I'd be like, huh? For all the other Thunderbolts.
So again, I'm going to screw up this name, but Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
That's surprising to you?
Yeah, because she played a pretty big role. I mean, maybe not super surprising, but she was pretty, like, she's met Nick Fury. She's kind of, I guess I'm kind of going counterintuitive to my earlier point about Kate Bishop. It's a little, I would say it's still kind of eyebrow raising because she's got the Bengals. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
That and those were a big deal that ended up putting Captain Marvel in the universe where our X-Men are probably going to come from.
Right.
So,
or not Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau. Yeah.
Oh, it was Monica Rambeau. That's
yeah,
right.
She gets zapped. Nebula, Drax, Gamora, Groot, or Rocket?
No.
Separate to that, Star-Lord, Chris Pratt.
That one, maybe a little bit.
Because we do get that Star-Lord will return.
He's on Earth.
Yeah.
We get Star-Lord will return.
Will Poulter as Adam Warlock.
No, because he's with the Guardians.
Benedict Wong as Wong.
That one is surprising.
Right?
Because
Sorcerer Supreme.
We have, well, not only that, at the end of Shang-Chi, or during Shang-Chi, or end of Shang-Chi, he's one of the people that are analyzing the rings and is talking about they're calling to something, which, I mean, it's assumed that was Kang.
Right.
But we don't know because Ant-Man never touched that, and neither did the Loki seasons.
Right.
So maybe it's calling to a parallel universe now. I don't know. But that like we have Shang-Chi in this. We have a bunch of people that he's interacted with. And yeah, like where is he? He's Sorcerer Supreme, Protector of Earth.
Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye.
No.
Really? No. How come?
He's half retired. Don't get me wrong.
Can you though?
The Old Man Logan series with the Old Man Hawkeye. Old Man Hawkeye's friggin' a badass because he's blind and he still like hits bullseyes.
This one's pretty surprising to me. Brie Larson's Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
that's like hello. She literally turned the tide of the last big crazy combat we had. Don Cheadle as War Machine.
No.
Really?
No.
How come?
I mean, since Endgame, the only place we've seen him is Secret Invasion.
But he's also getting his own.
And I feel like Marvel's trying to just ignore Secret Invasion ever happened.
Right. This next one, I'm going to screw up the actor's name, so I'm just going to say the character name, America Chavez.
America Chavez. She's got the multiversal hopping powers. She doesn't set off incursions because of her multiversal hoppy powers.
Could be helpful to have.
Yeah, man. It's a little eyebrow raising.
Charlize Theron as Clea.
Oh, that's that
shows up at the end of
strange,
Multiverse Madness.
I would say that. I think Benedict Cumberbatch in that same vein.
And so the next one is Benedict Cumberbatch.
Both of those ones are like, what? Where are they?
Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight.
No. He's not even in control of himself. He doesn't know what's going on.
Evangeline Lilly as the Wasp.
Yes.
Yeah, because you've got Ant-Man's
you
there.
have Ant-Man.
Where the hell's Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk?
No.
Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner Hulk.
I would say this is a yes and no. I want more Hulk, but at the same time,
I want Hulk. Though.
I want Hulk, and they're not going to have time to develop a Hulk, Hulk strongest there is storyline in this film.
I mean, yes and no. They set up Smart Hulk literally with a line of exposition.
Hand wave.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Yeah. Put him in a lab. We worked it out.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
I am looking forward to a new Wolverine.
No, for sure. But with so many other X-Men coming in.
But I feel like if Deadpool is canon, which it kind of seems to be.
Oh, it for sure is. The TVA and
we don't know, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine's all over the place. I feel like the running theory is the X-Men from whatever universe they're coming from isn't necessarily the Fox official universe.
We don't know.
It's an adjacent.
Could be.
If I would say probably feels that way.
Based on what?
I don't know. I got a gut feeling, I would say. And I think that would be a prime time to introduce a new actor for Wolverine.
Two more for you here. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Give us that short, comic accurate Wolverine that was on screen. That guy could kill it, I'm sure.
So Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Yeah,
No.
He's
gonna have to mix and mingle at some point. I'm certain he'll be in Secret Wars.
If Deadpool makes an appearance in any mainline Marvel film, the only way I would think that the only way I see it working well is if it's more cameo.
Oh,
If he becomes the Stan Lee of Marvel, right? Jump in for a few minutes, make a stupid joke, look at the camera, make another stupid joke.
But with the exception, Secret Wars, you can just throw the kitchen sink at it, right?
Yeah.
Secret Wars is just batty and over the top. And then finally, and I will slap you silly if the answer is not a yes, Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Really surprising.
Yeah.
What?
Well, any of the Spider-Man.
Yeah, but specifically Tom Holland.
Yeah.
And because you've got Tony.
And because Tom Holland is in this universe.
Yeah, he is our Spider-Man. And not only is he our Spider-Man, he is arguably Marvel's, not the MCU, but just Marvel. He's Marvel's most popular character.
Most recognizable, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, every,
Which would easily make him most popular,
if you ask, if you could put 30 different Marvel characters, their pictures up on the wall, and you ask a 5-year-old who's your favorite, 95% of the time they're pointing to Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's the friendly neighborhood. He's easy. He's easy to bring audiences too young.
Yeah.
Like they literally have like a Paw Patrol style Spider-Man show on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And my kids, they don't watch it much anymore because they've gotten into Paw Patrol, but they watched it. Like my son probably watched the 2 seasons that are on there through at least half dozen times or more.
Yeah.
So,
okay, let's end this thing real quick. What'd you watch this week?
oh, what I watch? One Piece.
Yeah.
I'm on like episode 1022.
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
Oh man, it's such a fun adventure. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's long, but it's good. I want more. Mad Men with the missus.
Yeah. So continuing on your 2 television series.
Family movie night.
Yeah.
My older boy.
Yeah.
We have this storybook.
You let him move back
got-
in the house?
Yeah.
Good.
We have this storybook that like kids book that is 5-minute Batman stories.
Okay.
And we've been reading it pretty frequently lately. And there's like 6 stories in it that take like 5 minutes to read. But anyway,
Yeah.
but I don't know where he realized that there was a Batman show. Oh, probably because he saw it when we were scrolling through
Right.
to get to whatever Paw Patrol, because they're both on Netflix. But started watching Batman the Animated Series with him, like
Nice.
the classic '90s. Yeah, man,
That's dark at times.
it's good though.
It is.
But
yeah.
it's I would say it's pretty kid friendly because like it's still kind of in that time frame where the kind of I can't remember the name of the board, but there was like it was like when the early Spider-Mans were made. It's like Spider-Man can't punch people,
right.
right? This is kind of a little bit in that. Like he still kind of kicks some people and punches some people a little bit, but it's really light. Like
Yeah.
it's not the combat's not is he uses his head a lot more than he uses his fists.
Yeah.
And anyway, he's liking it. But anyway, family movie night. He's like, I want to watch a Batman film. So he's what he's really saying is he wants to watch the show,
Right.
but we want to watch an actual movie with him. So my wife ends up finding a movie that has Batman in it, but it's not a Batman film.
Ooh, hang on. Can I guess?
Yeah.
That would be appropriate for your kid to watch.
Yeah.
That has Batman in it.
I'll give you another hint. It's really
Super
good.
Pets.
No,
It's really good.
it's really good. It's really good.
Is it animated?
Yes.
Has Batman in it? Oh, this would be like, is it like an animated?
No.
Just no. It's like an actual like theatrically released.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Lego movie.
Lego movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. First try.
So,
My favorite Batman.
but there's a Lego Batman movie.
There is. Yeah.
You got to get them.
That's next. That's
Yeah.
this Saturday or Friday night or Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we watched the Lego movie. Oh, such a good film. Such
Way
a wild,
better than the
wildly
second
good
one.
film. I thought the second one was okay.
No,
it wasn't as good, but it wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
And my wife and we watched a grown-up film over the weekend.
Yeah.
It was the film. I'll say that it is the film I wanted to watch tonight.
Oh, geez. You like it that much? You were going to double down.
Well, yes.
There must be a lot of nudity in it.
Yes and no. I wanted to.
Is there nudity in it?
No.
See, that's why it didn't work out.
That's why I wanted to watch it again.
God was like, no.
But no, I watched it, and coming out of it, I was like, I enjoyed it. I think.
Oh.
Was there something about it I didn't like? So I felt a little torn. So I want to kind of watch it again to kind of like.
Was it your first time watching
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Kind of wrap my own head around it, but also like I talked to my wife and we kind of talked about
What
it.
if
and
I've seen
she
it?
enjoyed it. Well, that's why I had a backup
Oh, okay.
that was on the list. So I wanted like a second opinion like
Right.
and a conversation and hash it out
Sure.
here for the world to hear. But it was The Electric State, new Netflix film.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the one of the newest big Netflix films.
Huh.
It's got Chris Pratt and 11 from Stranger Things.
Millie Bobby
Millie
Brown.
Bobby.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I'm canceling my Netflix. So
Are you?
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It-
Netflix.
yeah. Look, prices keep going up. You gotta-
Well, just that, and it's like, we don't. Rarely do we watch. Like, we watch a
Right.
lot of Disney Plus, because you have all the Star Wars and all the whatever on there. We don't watch a lot of Netflix. Like, we'll want Netflix back when like Stranger Things 5 comes out.
right.
Aside from that, we don't really watch Netflix. And so but I'm constantly like, ooh,
Don't
like,
cancel it for 2 weeks because I want to watch. That's my next pick. Is
you
Electric State. 'cause
just come over and put your password in, and
I
then
suppose. Yeah.
it's
Yeah, that's a thing.
how that works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and I'm
Well,
like,
actually, would that work with
Yeah, well.
the new region launch?
yeah, because you just
on
get
Netflix?
you just get an email saying, hey, is this you? And you go,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's me. But yeah, we're canceling it so that I can like get Paramount Plus or something like that back and
Right.
peruse that for a couple of months.
Yeah. Just kind of
So.
change the channel on the streaming service.
I like this Batman thing that you've got going on with your kids, though. I have on the shelf behind you, I think they're on the shelf behind you. They're made by Funko Pop, but they're like actual, like proper children's storybooks based off of like there's, I have an E.T. one, I have a Home Alone one, I have a Back to the Future one.
These movies or books?
Books.
Okay.
And so I love the idea that someday these will be books that are a regular part of bedtime. And then when the kid's old enough, right? All of a sudden your kid's like 9, 10 years old and you're like, hey, you know that Back to the Future, the book that we always read?
You know, bedtime book that we read back when you were 3, 4?
There's a movie.
Yeah.
Right? And then they get to like see that come to it's a dream of mine. That's
Yeah.
great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just excited that my oldest boy no longer wants to watch Paw Patrol and he wants to watch something that I would actually sit and watch with him.
Right. You don't like Paw Patrol?
Not that I always have time.
Right.
It's not the worst kids film or kids show in the world. It's actually pretty decent, but it's not Bluey.
Right.
Like Bluey is a kid's. I don't know how much you've probably never watched Bluey. Maybe you have, but like it's a thing in like the parental algorithms where like people talk about how amazing Bluey is, like parents sitting down and watching Bluey, and this is an amazing show. And my kids did watch Bluey for a while, but they haven't for a long time, and they got into Paw Patrol, and they got into Spider-Man, which is like Paw Patrol, and it's like this is really kind of kidsy,
right?
And
They're
it's age appropriate.
They are kids.
Yeah. It's very age appropriate, which is fine, and it's.
Do you ever get frustrated
fun,
that your
but
kids
it's not-
aren't just? You wish they would just age up so you could watch Predator with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I watched.
Cool.
What did you watch?
I watched my very first ever episode of Bluey.
Did you really?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, 100%.
No, you didn't.
100%.
Here I am going on about Bluey, and you watched an episode of Bluey?
Called Sleepy Time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And?
Where like, yeah. It was really smart.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
right?
I was watching it and I thought, this is what Pixar used to be. In that it's kid friendly, it's kid centric. However, there's a lot of really cleverly layered humor and nods to the parents that they know are sitting and watching it as well.
And it cuts deep sometimes. Like there's an episode I'm trying to remember what it is, how it goes. But there's an episode where the mom is talking to the kids, Bluey and Bingo,
Yeah.
about loss or something to that effect.
Oh, okay.
And a kid watching it won't pick this up, like you're saying, but there's a sort of a sub narrative in the story where she's actually talking about like losing a child, like having a miscarriage or something to that effect. And it's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
As an adult, you're like, what is going on? This is a kid's show. But it's done so well and so smart that the kids are just like, oh, Bingo's pet worm died or something to that effect, right? I don't remember the episode. It's been almost a year since we probably had an episode of Bluey on in the house, but
well, apparently there's an episode where like the parents they're trying to explain to the kids to like just, tomorrow morning, or like maybe it's the morning of, and they're like, okay, kids, like just play quietly, or like, because the parents are hungover.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, we just, we have a headache. We're really tired today. Right. We had some friends over. And I guess one of the kids is like, yeah, I saw mom dancing on the table. And I'm just like, what is this show?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Wait, why did you end up watching Bluey?
So I was over at a friend's house, and they have kids.
I got some kids.
And I guess it's a part of like evening ritual.
Okay, bedtime routine.
We watched an episode of Bluey. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I was like, yeah. And they're like, can we show you some of our favorite episodes of Bluey?
The kids were?
Like, yeah. No, the parents. Yeah, the parents were.
Of course. Yeah, of course. So parents seem to like Bluey as much or more than the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a stretch of time where my boys were they ended up coming off of Bluey and into Spider-Man, and Spider-Man started becoming this repetitive thing, and I was like yearning for Bluey. I was like,
right.
Let's watch Bluey. No, Spider-Man. We want to watch Spider-Man.
Your kids go to bed before you do, right? And you could just watch Bluey.
Yeah, but then I can't watch One Piece.
You need picture-in-picture.
Anyway, what else did you watch?
Watched my first ever episode of Bluey. We finished Clone Wars.
Nice.
Yeah, we're done Clone Wars. Man, that final season. It's just glorious.
Chef's kiss.
Especially like the last 4 episodes, because the last 4 episodes are sort of like the last 4 episodes are, okay, it's Order 66 time. And they're specifically, it's like part 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the music's different, and it's done very cinematically. They actually use it's the only time in the show where like actual Star Wars film universe music is brought in and used, right. and it's just glorious.
Yeah, they really did a good job of marrying and combining and linking.
Because you're like,
Revenge of the Sith.
Holy crap! While Obi-Wan is off, fighting Grievous on Utapau, Ahsoka is taking down Maul on Mandalore.
Yeah.
And you're just like, why? It's just like, it just changes everything.
And then they do a few shots. There's not many. There's 2 or 3 where they're like, there's a hologram conversation going on.
Yeah.
And in the movie, in the cinematic movie, what you're
hearing the other side.
What you don't see is Ahsoka standing just off to the left of where the camera's
yeah. Yeah.
She's just not in frame.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, that's so cool.
She's just not, you don't see her in the hologram because
she's standing off to the side.
So that's cool. Then I was like, all right, because we're moving through the Star Wars stuff.
Right. So what's next?
Well, I thought, you know what? This is a good time to watch Tales of the Jedi.
Okay, yeah, instead of jumping right into Bad Batch.
You're going to get the backstory of us. You're going to get little itty bitty baby Ahsoka.
Yeah.
You're going to get
Some Dooku.
young Dooku, a young Qui-Gon. You're going to get Dooku erasing Camino from the Jedi archives. You're going to get all of this stuff. And
final turn.
Dooku's final turn when he kills Master Yaddle.
Yeah. What happens to that little green guy, girl that looked like Yoda?
But then finally, the last episode of it is perfect because the last episode takes place again at the end of
right.
Revenge of the Sith.
That's right.
And it changes everything because you're like, holy shit, Ahsoka was there at Padme's funeral.
Yeah. Again, just off
just mixed into the crowd.
Yeah.
And you're like, it changes everything.
Yeah.
So we did that, and now we're 3 or...
So you watched Tales?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we watched Tales of the Jedi, and we're 3 or 4 episodes into Bad Batch, which is like the first episode of Bad Batch is like an hour and 15 minutes long because they're like, hey, it's a new show.
Yeah.
So
it starts the same way that Clone Wars did.
I mean, yeah, Clone Wars,
film.
that was like a theatrically released film, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to do that. And then if my memory serves, the next thing will be we're going to watch Solo.
So you're going to go through both seasons of Bad Batch?
There's 3 now.
Is there 3 now? Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. Then then Solo.
You're not doing Rebels?
Yeah, but
Solo would still be first.
Solo's long before that. Yeah. Solo, then Obi-Wan.
And Obi-Wan, okay.
Then Rebels. Then Andor.
Okay.
Then Rogue One. Then Mando, Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Resistance. And then somewhere, obviously, the one that we've missed, the one that's like the furthest back in the timeline is the Acolyte. So at some point we'll
jump back.
And then
Have you seen it yet?
Acolyte? No.
Yeah, neither.
And then I'm not sure
very
where Skeleton Crew. I think it's like later on.
It's during the Empire. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to.
So I have to see where that fits in. People raved about Skeleton Crew.
Yeah,
apparently it's really good.
Yeah. I'm pretty positive. I've not seen it yet. I'm pretty positive it's during Empire the reign of the Empire, because there's I think from what I understand, the kids are force sensitive or somebody's force sensitive, and they're hiding.
Inquisitors
there's somebody in the mix of the show that is force sensitive or a Jedi, and they're hiding from the Empire. So
I do want to check out Acolyte at some point. I've seen one scene from it.
Yeah.
I've seen 2 scenes from it. One was a fight scene with Carrie-Anne Moss.
Okay.
And it looked sick.
Yeah.
Like really cool. Like Jedi Kung Fu kind of type of thing. And the other scene I saw was the first live action depiction of someone bleeding a crystal. And that looked cool. I was like, ooh.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is what was it called? There was like it's not Tales of the Jedi, but a Tales of the Jedi.
Tales of the Empire.
No. Yeah, Tales of the Empire is like Tales of the Jedi. It's just
about the Empire.
Taking 2 characters and giving them 3 episodes in a 6-episode season.
Yeah.
I'm talking about something else. I'm saying it's like the Tales shows, and that this kind of a short series,
right?
But it's kind of like Star Wars Elseworld.
Oh,
like
it was animated, but like a much more
animated. But every episode has got a completely different kind of art style to it.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
It was much more
a bunch of it.
Little kitty looking.
No,
compared to Clone Wars.
I would say it's as kiddie as Clone Wars, if not more mature.
What is the Jedi show called? Nope. Not Tales of the Jedi.
Just go to Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's not logged in on my.
Yeah. Anyway, did you watch anything else? I'll look for it while you're...
No, I think that was it. Oh, it's just Visions?
Visions, yeah.
Star Wars
I think that was it.
Visions.
Visions. It was Visions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, not more kiddie, less
It's more anime-ish.
realistic.
Yeah. There's 9 episodes. Yeah, all of them are their own individual storylines.
Yeah, that's what everyone wants and needs in their life is more properties that are being appropriated by anime.
Well, they're fun because
Terminator did it.
Like most of them are 16 minutes.
Lord of the Rings did it.
One of them's 20 minutes.
Tomb Raider did it. Why not Star Wars?
Why not Star Wars?
Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Star Wars.
All listed down below.
I like anime.
We have a Patreon page where you can support the show, get some
Like having
fun
grilled
stuff
cheese
in
and
return,
bacon.
including access to
cheese
our
and bacon.
Movie Men Discord page, where we've been. You gotta get on. There's we're like rating lists of films we're looking forward to,
what I need to do is, and I Googled it, but I never got around to doing it because I feel like I need to do it on my computer to figure it out properly. But I want to somehow make Facebook links view more friendly.
It's weird right now.
So right now they're weird because a lot of stuff like the Facebook Reels or whatever, sharing those would be in a more friendly manner would make it more fun.
So sign up for that. We also have merch, and I'm going to bring up because Carl probably doesn't know about the 2 new pieces of merch.
New merch.
So I'm going to bring these up so that Carl can see them and plug them. There's the not so secret code shirt that says the Movie Men Podcast with a bunch of.
That's cool.
It's actually a pretty sick shirt.
Where'd you come up with that idea? That's fun.
I can't tell you that. And then we have a new sticker, which is just like a sort of old
logo sticker.
Yeah, but it's a logo sticker, but it's got like the distorted television, old TV kind of look to it.
I thought it meant to look like stitching.
No.
Oh,
It's got that old wavy
yeah.
television.
I see it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So plug those right now.
Cool.
Plug those.
Get some stuff. Get a sticker. Put it on your face.
Yeah, $2.79 for a sticker.
It's better than a tattoo because you can remove it later.
$2.79 is cheaper than like the sticker. Like, if you're at like a Hot Topic and they've got that like bin of stickers there, those are like $6 stickers. $2.79.
Yeah. And you don't want to put one of those on your face. You want to put a Movie Man sticker on your face.
On your face. You could use these if you had these stickers are like that big. So like, I don't know, 2.5 inches across.
It'd fit on somebody's forehead.
And so if you had like really unfortunately massive nipples, you could use these as pasties.